Okay, one thing that people normally ask me is how do you remember important stuff? Like I got 97% in my 10th board exams and repeatedly high scores in 11th. So I get this asked a lot. How do you actually remember important stuff? How do you remember important concepts? How do you know when to learn what? Or how do you not get bored when studying a chapter for the fourth or fifth time? You know what my answer is? Now, this might sound kind of explicit, kind of weird, but my answer is I link a really bad desire with a word or a concept. Now, you might think, what does this mean? Oh, is this guy lying? Or what do you think? Yeah, I'll explain. For example, in our physics chapter, I don't remember the chapter, yeah, whatever, in class 10th, there was this one phrase that I could not remember, which was new Cartesian sign convention. Basically, sign convention for ray optics and stuff. I could not remember this phrase at all, but it was kind of important. But one thing is that at that point, I was very much into anime girls and stuff. Now it might sound kind of bad, like whatever, but still, I was very much into like anime girls and reading light novels, mangas, anime, and all that. Alright. Now, what solution did I create? If I'm so much into anime girls, then I can remember words like neko or cute, kawaii, bunny girl, or whatever, right? Because those words are like my brain. As soon as I say those words or think about those words, my brain instantly generates an image of an anime girl, which of course I used to like, right? Now, if I have the phrase, if I have the phrase New Cartesian Sign Convention, then NCSC. I thought at that point, what should I do so that I can link this particular word letter combination to something anime related or to something girls related? And NCSC, you know what I created? Neko, cat girl, sugar, candy. While it does not make any sense, it is basically a mnemonic. You might say that, oh, it's just an abbreviation or whatever. But still, now I still remember it to this day. I could not remember it even for 5 minutes at that time. And because I created this abbreviation, I remember it even now. Think about it that way. Similarly, there are other concepts or other phrases or and whatever which I could not remember. I literally created a diary out of all the phrases and stuff which I could not exactly remember. For example, let me read you one more. One more phrase which I created was for this particular word combination. Basically, the words were Bohemians, Croats, Slovaks, Slovenes, and Romanians. I don't know what exactly this was for, but it was like something which I had to remember. Maybe it was the races belonging to a particular region in history or something, I don't know. And the phrase that I created was badass, cat girl, steel, sugar, roar. Again, it does not make any sense. It's just an abbreviation, which is kind of cute sounding. But just because I created it, I still remember all these words and stuff. You get my point? Now let's take this one step forward. Rather than just creating abbreviations, let's create a connection between a concept or a topic of your syllabus with anime or with girls or with whatever you like. I'm not saying that you have to specifically link it to girls or if you're a girl then to a guy. I'm just saying link it to something which you find interesting. For example, you find F1 interesting. Then link the abbreviation to the first names of 4 or 5 F1 drivers. I don't know, maybe anything. Be it books, be it authors, be it writers, be it quotes, anything. Link it in such a way that you will remember the mnemonic or the abbreviation, and then because of that you'll remember the concept. And then the technique of how I do not get bored when studying a chapter. The trick is simple. Let's say you have a physics book open right now, alright? And there's a concept like ray optics. And in that concept, there's something written like, quote unquote, in this chapter you will be studying ray optics, which is important for, I don't know, maybe something like, which is important for continuing the saga of this concept of physics. I don't know. I created a random phrase, alright? Now, here I use the word saga. Intentionally, of course, but the book can have any word like maybe attack, maybe it can have something like rent, maybe anything. Now you'll understand why I'm using these words particularly. Let's say the book has the word saga. Now, I have my favorite anime as Vinland Saga. So I can instantly connect the word saga to that anime so that every time I read that concept, I just go to on internet and I watch 2 or 3 videos about Vinland Saga, just randomly. And because of that, the next time that I have to go to that particular chapter, I'll be actually interested in going to the chapter because I know that there is this one topic which has this one word at which point I can just search up random videos about something that I like and I do not have to study the chapter. Imagine you're studying a chapter for 4 hours and then this topic comes. Of course, you'll be interested because then you can just search up Saga, Vinland Saga, whatever, and you can watch 2 or 3 videos about something which you actually like. So why wouldn't you? And this is how I converted most of the bad topics or the hated topics which I did not like at all to topics which now I love to read about. Because earlier it was that, okay, let's say I do not like ray optics, I still have to read about it because it is important for syllabus. But now I look forward to that topic because then I would be able to search up my favorite topic or my favorite interest. Now, this is a very low example of this. Maybe some chapter or some topic has a word like skirt. Maybe it has a word like girl. Maybe it has a word like wing. I don't know, anything. You search it up, you link it to something which you like. Like I'm intentionally using those words because they are related to anime or something, or anime girls or whatever, so that I can connect it to something which I like, so that my brain will remember the connection. That's the whole point, and that's how you can easily remember most of the concepts and topics, and you can look forward to the topics which you earlier used to hate. Now, one precaution is, if you get easily distracted, then you should maybe not apply the second technique, because if like you search a Vinland Saga and then you start watching 10 or 15 videos saying that, oh, I'm just like applying that technique, then it's wrong again, of course. If you watch 2 or 3 videos, maybe for 5 or 10 minutes, then it's still fine. But 10 to 15 videos, you waste 2 hours of your day just watching those videos and saying that, oh, I'm applying that technique, then of course it's wrong, right? And if you get distracted and you will not remember after click on the video or something that you had to study, then again it is very obvious that you should not apply that technique. Now, if you want more advice like this, like how to actually understand topics and concepts, and how to practically do subjects, rather than just me saying something like, "Oh, you should do this. You should just read the book. You should understand the concept." I am telling you exactly how to do the secret techniques, the basic ways, the things that toppers actually use. If you want that, then I highly recommend you to join my program. It's literally $5. Like, how much is $5? And it will really help you. So click the link in the description. I'll see you there. Till then, you can watch some other videos. I'll see you later. Till then, work like a dog, live like a lion.